down hard on the opening kickoff.
18-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
In motion left, Flowers. Throwing is Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The 34-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. From the gun on third down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And shutting him off, now open field. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Baltimore first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Ravens.
Now Jackson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Running left, it's Henry. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They go play action with Jackson. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. Here's Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Rodgers now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Sets up fourth down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now it's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10. At the Steelers' 31-yard line.
Jackson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end and have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
No score after one on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Forward.
To throw is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth, 28 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So only even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches.
They go play action now. Jackson. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is incomplete.
this defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Gain of 10 yards. And a Baltimore first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Got it. Ready?
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
To throw, Huntley.
He dumps it off for Henry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jackson now. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. There's Rodgers to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play.
They'll look to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Get 300. We jump out.
And again, it's Rodgers. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Steelers 14, Ravens 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match. And maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And the Steelers first down.
Now they'll audible to something else.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
17 yards. That's
Rodgers changing the play, it appears.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Well, get this out wide to Metcalf.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Ravens' 15-yard line.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jonnu Smith, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Ravens 7. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Here's Jackson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Play action. Now Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren, a 22-yard scamper. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joe.